cava, right?
Yes.
Remember the superior vena cava drains into the right atrium, right?
Yes.
And then here we encounter the inferior vena cava, right?
Right.
Behind the heart, we found this big
The
vein. What is it?
Azygos.
The azygos vein, right? Azygos. Now, we also see the remnants of this blood vessel. What's the name of it?
Internal mammary.
Very good. The internal mammary. And the reason why we only see a remnant is because once we open the thoracic cavity, it gets severed. Now here, we encountered this vein. So they look like kind of like a little vein.
Brachiocephalic.
Very good. So this part here is the left brachiocephalic, and this is the right one. Now here we usually have an anatomical differentiation that the vertebral may branch out from the brachiocephalic or from the superior vena cava, so you have to keep that in mind. Like in this occasion, you notice that it's going to branch out from this brachiocephalic. You see it? You see it here?
Yeah.
This is the vertebral, the right vertebral. And then the left should be, oh, you guys cut it? Oh, here you go. This is going to be your left one. You see it?
Okay.
Just the
Left
vertebral.
So it comes off of the
Okay.
brachiocephalic.
But it could be in the right side. It could come branch out from the superior vena
On the
cava.
right side only?
So you have to keep in mind. I'm going to show you the other cat, so you'll see how the vertebral comes from the superior vena cava. Now, here we're going to encounter part of that subclavian, right? You see this? Now, the subclavian is going to give me a branch. You see it? Where do you see this going? Where's it going?
Like the brachial?
No.
Axillary.
Axillary. And that's another thing you have to keep under consideration. You have to draw an imaginary line here so you'll know that this is the armpit, right? And then this blood vessel here is the axillary vein. You see it? Axillary. This one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Axillary. Remember that these blood vessels are like streets, that they change name. From here to here, or in the axillary
the
region,
brachial.
then when it goes down into the arm, it changes name into the
Brachial.
brachial. That's right. This one is the brachial. The thing is, it didn't die very well, but here we see it. You see the blood vessel here? The brachial. Okay. Now, on top of that subclavian, you encountered the subscapular vein. You see it? So this is subscapular. This is subclavian.
The white part is the subscapular? Or no?
No, this one.
That one. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Subscapular, yeah.
Subscapular and subclavian.
And when it's here in the armpit, we call it.
Axillary.
And when it comes to the arm,
Brachial.
very good. Okay. So now we're going to continue. And then we'll see how this blood vessel goes in the neck, right? So what we call it then?
Jugular.
Which one?
External.
External jugular. So this what you see here is my right external jugular. You see it? And then in the left side, we're going to see the left external. You see it?
Yes.
You see how this one goes parallel? Parallel to the neck. You see how we just have to trace it and follow it all the way. You have to continue dissecting here, okay? Now, here you notice horizontally, right? How this, exactly, the transverse jugular, right? Now here, you also need to continue dissecting. I'm going to tell you. Because we're going to encounter the anterior facial vein. And as well, you have to take out some of the skin of the kid.
We need that probe.
Yeah, we need a probe.
We were afraid we were going to cut them.
I'm going to see in the back if there's any more probe.
Thank you.
Yeah, because with the probe, since you could separate it, that way you don't sever. You need to continue dissecting. Or in this side, I think in this side it's going to be easier because that one, I guess it.
The left side of it? Oh, yeah, you can see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
So you have to take out the entire skin and then continue dissecting. You see the anterior and posterior. Now let's go quickly to the lower body. So we encounter the inferior vena cava. We pass the diaphragm. Okay. Immediately, we're going to see this little gland. What we said this gland is called?
Adrenal lumbar.
So it's going to be the adrenal lumbar vein, right? Now, immediately we're going to see this structure. What is
Renal.
it? So then this is going to be the renal vein. You see how it's
Yeah.
going towards the kidney?
Yeah.
Now here we also going to have, this is going to be your left renal and your right one.
Wait, so it's like the same thing, kind of, right?
Down below. It's usually
Exactly.
down below.
Oh.
Yes, because each artery has a satellite vein that
Right.
accompanies here. You see the right renal here? Now here we're going to see an anatomical differentiation. That gonadal, because it's a female, we call it ovarian. But this is the remnants of it. But we see that it's going towards the gonads, right?
Okay, so
The
normally it would go all the way
all the way to the
to
ovaries.
Okay.
If it's a female, we call it ovarian. If it's a male, we call it
Spermatic.
spermatic. Very good. So we're going to continue. I'm going to sacrifice here the large intestine so we can see better the blood vessel.
Sorry, I'm not feeling this today.
May I have some paper towel, please, so we can take out some of the remnants.
This film is not going to be very good. It's like all over the place.
It's got all this really
Fired.
cool audio.
Yeah, it's going to have the audio's good though.
And then
What
we're
we're
also
saying.
going to sacrifice some of this abdominal aorta because we're not going to need any more of the arteries.
The internal and external.
Iliacs.
All right.
Why is it pink?
So we continue to follow the inferior vena cava. All this that you see is the inferior vena cava. You see it? All this. Now, if you notice, it comes to a point that that inferior vena cava gives me this branch. This is going to be the right iliolumbar. The left one went to a better place. But anyway, it's a little bit here. Now, as well, that inferior vena cava, it comes to a point here that it bifurcates, right? Forms that V shape. This is called the common iliac. Right common iliac, left common iliac.
For their internal ones too.
Then what happens is that this common iliac, right, this V-shaped portion, gives me out the external iliac. So this is going to be my left external iliac and then my right. In the inside, if we continue dissecting, we're going to see very small caliber blood vessels, which we call the internal iliacs. This is the left one. I'm sorry, the right one. And then the left, it went to a better place. Oh, no, here we go. See, a little bit. You see?
Oh, okay.
Now, we continue our journey. And then we encountered
Femoral.
Yeah.
Papatio.
the
Behind the knee, the saphius, and whatever it is.
Saphius.
I make up the name.
I think it works.
so here we encounter the femoral. Remember, you have to draw an imaginary line so you'll know where's the from here to here. This is the inguinal or the groin region. From here to here is the external iliac. When it goes down, it's called the femoral, right?
So the external iliac is the one that brings it out, right?
Exactly. Now, before it branches out, the femoral gives me a deep femoral. I hope it didn't get cut off. Oh my God! Did it went to a better place? Oh, well.
Our arteries just keep disappearing.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's getting old.
Okay, so here you have your femoral. You see how it's traveling down. Now the femoral goes all the way down into the saphenous. Yes, the great saphenous. That it was great one day. Then it goes behind the knee, and it becomes femoral popliteal, right?
Superior articular.
And the superior articular. It went down to. You could dissect the other leg to see if we could rescue the saphenous because this
Might be
one.
better.
So your neck, you have to memorize all the blood vessels that I just showed you. You continue dissecting into the leg and continue the head.
Okay.